Okay, I'm going to interview you now. Put you on camera. What is your name?
Mary Domingo, sir.
Mary Domingo. So I call you Mary.
Yes, sir.
Can you stand up? Can you stand up and put up your hands? Can you stand a bit behind? Put up your hands. Okay. Are you strong or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you sit down. You sit down. Do you have? Sit down. Sit down.
Thank you.
Do you have any
Okay,
sickness?
sir.
Are you fit to work?
Yes, sir. Good to work, sir.
Your marital status?
Sir?
Your marital status? Are you married, single mother or what?
Married, sir.
Married. How many kids do you have?
I have 5 kids. I have 5 children, sir.
5 kids. How old are they?
22, 20, 18, 16, and 10.
Okay, that one 16 years old, 10 years old. Who's going to look after them when you come here?
My husband and also my parents.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And my parents-in-law.
Okay. Have you got the permission from your husband or your parents to come and work here?
Yes, sir.
And are you mentally prepared to come and work here or not? I know you have worked in Malaysia before, but now you have gone back and now you want to come back to work. Are you mentally prepared? Are you very sure?
Yes, sir. I'm prepared and sure, sir.
You are sure? You won't change your mind?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how long is the contract?
2 years, sir.
Okay. So if the employer is okay, you are okay, do you think you can extend your contract?
Yes, sir. Can.
Can. Your age? How old are you?
I'm 39 years old already, sir.
39. Your height and your weight, do you know?
My weight is 54 and my height is 5.2.
5 feet 2. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What is your husband's occupation? Your husband's job?
He's a farming, sir.
He's a farmer.
Yeah.
Your educational level?
Elementary high school graduate, sir.
How is high school? How many years?
4 years, sir.
So you finish your high school. Okay, your English is not bad, I think, because you worked in Malaysia before. It is clear. Okay, now I want to know your experience. Okay, what are your experiences? Your experience?
My experience when I work in Malaysia is I do the house working, like washing clothes, ironing, cleaning the house, wiping all the tables, look after the child.
Okay,
take care the child and cooking.
Look after the child. You mean one child or they have a few children? How many children do they have?
Child.
One. Isa.
Just only one.
Isa.
Just only one, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How old is the child?
4 years old already.
4 years old. I see. So here we have got many type of employers. We got Indian, we got Chinese, we got Muslim. In Malaysia, you have been working with a Chinese employer, right?
Yes, sir.
I see. So other than the household chores and looking after children, what other experience do you have? What about cooking?
Yes, sir. Cooking.
Do you like cooking?
Yes, sir.
Now I've got an employer. He's a very good employer. He wants somebody who knows how to cook, and somebody who loves cooking, somebody who can learn cooking. Do you think you're okay with that? You can cook, you love to cook, and you can learn. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, when you're working in Malaysia, how long have you been working in Malaysia?
3 years, sir.
3 years, 3 years, is it the same family?
Yes, sir.
And do you do any cooking with this family?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this employer, he needs somebody who knows how to cook, and especially Chinese food. He's Chinese. He's looking for somebody who can help him to cook, especially a lot of friends who comes to his house. When
Yes, sir.
he would like somebody to cook so that he can entertain the friends and also to look after the house.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you can do the job?
Yes, sir. Can.
So okay, while you were working in the Chinese family, the cooking, okay, I want to find out from you, what are the food that you know how to cook?
Chicken, sir, like curry chicken, cooked chicken with black fungi, or steamed fishes. We cook the
Okay, I want you to tell me one thing at a time. Chicken. What are the things you know how to cook with chicken?
chicken curry, sir, or chicken with the black fungi, black fungus.
You know how to cook chicken curry. Do you put potatoes in the chicken curry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so chicken with the black fungus,
Fungus.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And one more dish with chicken.
Sorry, sir.
Do you know how to fry chicken?
Yes, sir. Also, can use the oven to cook the chicken also, sir.
Oh, I see. You use the oven
Roasted
to
chicken.
roast the chicken. So you know how to roast chicken?
Yes. I know, sir.
Roast chicken,
Steamed chicken.
Okay. What about fish? Okay, fish.
Chicken.
Fish.
Steamed chicken, she said.
Oh, you know how to do steamed chicken.
Yes, sir.
So steamed chicken. What you put in the steamed chicken?
Also the black fungus also.
Black fungus. Okay. And fish.
Cook also the fried fish with ginger, garlic, and then on the top we put on the top.
Yes, I know that.
Steamed
Okay.
fish.
Steamed fish.
Steamed fish also.
How you steam the fish?
Yeah, and
How you steam the fish?
We steam the fish, and then if already, then we put the ingredients, the onion, ginger.
I see. Okay. Have you steamed the fish with the salted vegetable?
Yes, sir. With the salted.
That is.
Steamed fish with.
I see. That is called Teochew steamed fish. I'm sure you will know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What about prawns?
Yeah, prawns, fried prawns with some sambal, prawns with tofu.
Prawn sambal, prawns tofu.
Tofu also. Yeah.
What about
Steamed prawn.
tom yum? Do you know how to cook tom yum?
Yes, sir.
I see.
The tom yum, yeah.
So what are the things you need to cook the tom yum?
The veggie like cabbage.
Yes.
Or the veggie, the red veggie the special veggie that we mix in the tom yum and the leaves of the lemon.
Yeah, okay. You also put carrot, right?
Yes, sir, carrots and all the things that we need in the tom yum soup, sir. Also the lady finger, the eggplant, and the
I see. Okay, that one is up to how you want to cook it. Some people they also put the eggplant, then they put the cabbage, then they lady's finger. What about pad thai? Do you know what is pad thai?
Yes, sir, the green color, the long.
Yes.
Color.
The long one. Then you have one seed, right? The green in color, right? So how you cook the pad thai?
Sometimes we cook the pad thai with the veggie. If vegetarian, sir, we cook the veggie with the eggplant also, or the.
Okay. What you mean is that you cook with different type of vegetable, pad thai, eggplant, lady's finger, or you have the 4-angle bean, long beans. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you have a combination of vegetable. What about
Yes, sir.
sambal prawn pad thai? Do you know how to cook?
Yes, sir.
Sambal prawns pad thai. Do you know how to cook sambal prawns?
Carrots.
Sambal prawns?
Yeah, with carrots.
Sambal prawn pad thai.
Yes, sir.
So
Sambal prawns pad thai.
okay. What about chicken with this one?
Mushroom. Chicken with mushroom.
Chicken mushroom. Do you know how to cook chicken mushroom?
Yes, sir.
This one cook what? This one?
Pork.
Do you know how to cook? Okay, pork. So what are the dishes you know how to cook with pork? Pork. Baboy.
Pork with the pork with jam.
Pork with jam.
Steamed pork,
I see.
Pork with
steamed
jam.
pork or salted sour pork.
Okay, pork with jam. How you cook
And
the?
then-
Wait. One thing at a time. Pork with jam actually in Cantonese is called
Pork. Yam pork.
khao yok. Okay, it's called khao yok. Okay, so how you cook the pork with jam?
We fry first the pork, and after that we fry also the yam with the lomi.
Do you fry with this? You show.
After that,
What? Okay, what is this? Do you know?
this one, sir, the lomi.
No, this lam yi.
Lami.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
sir.
white one is called fu yi.
Yeah. And the tau show.
What is this? What is
What
this?
is this? Do you know what is this?
Tau show.
Okay. So with the tau chou, can you name me two dishes where you make use of the tau chou?
Tau show with in the pork.
Tau chu with pork.
I see. So you can make use of the tau chou. You cook with the pork, is it?
Yes, sir. But the lami also can.
Lam yi. So the yam pork, the pork with fungus. Do you know how to stew the pork with fungus?
Yes, sir. Pork with fungus.
I see. Pork with fungus.
Do you know how to cook the spicy pork with tau chu?
Yeah.
You just put dry chili, tau chu, the pork, onion, garlic, you know?
Yes.
How
Yes.
about, do you know how to steam pork with salted egg? Steam pork with a salted egg.
Yeah, not chop, but chops.
Yeah, that you chop the pork. Ah,
Yeah, with salted egg.
yeah, correct. You know, How about
Yes,
sweet and sour pork? Do you know how to cook sweet and sour pork with tomato, cucumber, onion?
Yeah,
Sweet and sour
with
pork.
a bit of sugar also.
A bit of sugar, tomato sauce, ketchup.
Yeah.
You know,
Sauce.
Wait.
Yes, ma'am.
How about pork, fried pork? Do you know how to fry pork with a bean curd? With a lami?
Bitter gourd. Yeah.
Ah.
Bitter gourd and elongini. Yeah.
Oh, do you know how to cook the pork with a bitter gourd?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, oh, that one is very nice food. Pork with bitter gourd. Put the tauchu.
Okay. Okay.
What else you know how to cook the pork?
Pork. What about the mom always cook one? That one sour one.
Spicy pork.
Sour.
Spicy pork.
Do you know spicy pork? How to cook?
Yeah, put spicy pork with chili.
Dry chili, ginger.
Dried, yeah, the dried chili.
Yes.
Dried chili, use the dried chili.
Dry chili, the ginger, put tauchu.
Ginger. Yeah. And tauchu,
How about steamed pork? Do you know how to cook steamed pork with salted veggie? Steamed pork with salted veggie.
Yeah, the salted veggie,
The one
what
that
we call is,
with salted veggie.
yeah, we chop the salted veggie.
The one in
The long one.
like that one.
Okay. What about this? What do you call it? The pork leg.
The tau choy. What is it? Tau choy.
Don't complicate her.
Yeah,
Don't complicate. A lot of
tau
things.
choy.
You know tau choy? That is the one.
Yes, ma'am.
See, she know.
I think this one is a bit difficult to also. No. You ask her again. See what other she knows.
What else you know? How about vegetables? Do you know how to cook vegetables?
Eggplant.
Like eggplant. How about eggplant? You know how to cook eggplant?
Eggplant. Yeah, with eggplant with oyster sauce, garlic. We steam first the eggplant. After that, we chop the garlic.
What about spicy eggplant?
How about spicy eggplant? Sambal. Eggplant sambal.
Yeah, with sambal. Spicy.
You know,
Tauke. And the sweet potato leaves or the spinach.
I see. Okay, tauge, how you cook? Do you know how to fry tauge with the saltfish?
Yes, sir.
What about sweet potato leaves? How you
How you prepare the sweet potato leaves? How you cook?
We cook with salt or chili, the red chili.
I see. I think you cook with sometimes with the lam yi. I think that is if you are vegetarian.
And the lami.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What about sambal? You know, you use the sambal to cook to fry with the sweet potato leaves or the kangkong.
Yeah, like the kangkong.
I see.
You can also use the oyster sauce to cook the kangkong, sir.
I
Also
see.
can.
What about?
How about pumpkin? You know how to cook the pumpkin? You know pumpkin?
Actually, ma'am, we always cook the pumpkin with soup blender.
Oh yeah, that one can. That one very nice also.
Yeah,
Blender.
actually you call it porridge. I think you call it porridge pumpkin. I think you blend it, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about porridge? Do you know how to cook porridge?
Yes, sir. Because the father of my employer is always eating the porridge.
So how you cook
every morning.
How you cook the porridge? You cook with the pork and with the salted egg or what?
How you cook the
With pork, or sometimes plain. Sometimes they want the plain porridge only, or we add in the a bit of sweet potato, or sometimes we put add in the jingo in the porridge.
Oh, I see. Okay, I think this one must be a Teochew color, I think.
And porridge, sometimes we cook porridge with carrots, the mushroom, the long mushroom, the fresh mushroom, and the cabbage.
I see. Do you know what is ikan bilis? Do you know what is ikan bilis?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
You tell me what is ikan bilis.
do you know
Try. It's a small little
anchovy?
anchovy. Yeah.
Do you know anchovy? Anchovy?
Anchovies. Do you know what is anchovies? It's a dry small fish. The fish,
Bulinaw?
very small one.
Do you know bulinaw?
The small one. The
Ah.
small fish. Yeah.
How you cook it?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how to cook that?
The dry, the small dried fish, the small, very small.
Yes.
Yeah, we always use that one to cook the soup for the soup noodles.
Oh, I see.
With,
Yeah, for the noodles.
Cabbage. Yeah, with cabbage.
I see. Okay. What about soup? What type of soup you know how to make?
The herbal soup with a packet, or the old cucumber soup with lotus.
So you know how to make the herbal soup, old cucumber soup, lotus soup. The herbal soup.
Yes, sir.
Herbal soup. Do you know what is inside the herbal soup?
Yes, sir.
Name me 2 things in the herbal soup. You forgot. Okay. The herbal soup. You have this red small little.
Red dates.
Red dates also inside.
Yes.
The red dates also.
Yeah, red dates. The small little. They call it kai chi. Then they have the tong quai. All comes in packet lah. That one maybe you won't know what is inside. So you cook sometimes with chicken, sometimes usually you cook with what? Usually cook with chicken or what? That herbal soup. Usually do you cook with chicken?
Yeah, we put a bit of chicken. The chicken.
I see.
Or we add in, or sometimes we add in corn.
Oh yeah, okay. Then you have the ABC soup, is it?
Do you know how to make ABC soup?
What about ABC soup?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how to make ABC soup? What are the ingredients of ABC soup?
What are ABC?
Corn, and the white potato. the
Potato,
carrots.
carrot, tomato,
Yeah.
onion, right?
A bit of cabbage also.
Okay. Can also can put it.
齋菜嚟叫咩佢啊？
What else soup you know how to make?
老人齋啊！
How about the
Also, lotus.
what is that, ma'am? The dry leaves, ma'am?
Okay, you say that your employer is a vegetarian. Can you name me one vegetarian dish that you know how to cook?
Vegetarian fish, sir.
Vegetarian dish. Vegetarian dish. Just name me one vegetarian dish you know how to cook. Do you know what is lahon chai? Do you know what is lahon chai?
The salted fish. The vegetarian salted fish.
Vegetarian salted fish.
Yeah,
Okay.
we fry that one. Like this.
You mean the salted
Then
fish
we fry
made of
that one,
vegetable?
Then we add
Yeah, I
the
think so.
ginger on the top.
Okay, I know that. What about the vegetable that you know how to cook? Like you have the ginkgo, you have the cabbage where you fry, you put some fuyi, Do you know how to cook that? You call it lahon
Yes.
chai? Do you know?
Yes, sir.
So what other one more vegetarian dish that you know how to cook? Can you name me one more?
The
What about
cauliflower, sir.
what about
Cauliflower and the
what about vegetarian curry? Vegetarian curry, do you
Yes,
know?
sir.
You just use all the vegetable. You use all the vegetable
Yes,
to
sir.
cook. So you know, okay, really nice.
Yes, sir.
That's
Also
not
the
bad.
bitter gourd.
The bitter gourd.
Bitter gourd with salted egg. We wash with salt first and before we cook, sir.
Oh, I see. So you fry the bitter gourd with salted egg, Yeah, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, that is very nice. Okay. Yeah, sir. What other thing?
How about the beans? How you cook the beans?
The,
Long beans or
the
the
French beans.
French beans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
French beans with black bean sauce.
black beans.
Yeah, you can fry that with black bean sauce. The long bean also you can fry with black bean sauce.
And you
Yeah.
you can fry also with sambal.
Yes, the sambal, same like the kangkong.
Uh,
Okay, can you name me three
Yes,
more?
the kangkong.
Can you name me three more dishes?
Kangkong with oyster sauce.
Oh yeah, okay.
Also,
yeah,
Also we always bake cupcake and the cake.
you know how to bake cake also.
Wait, that one wait. The dishes.
How the
Name me three more dishes that you know.
what dish? Pork, chicken.
Dishes in the
No,
veggie, sir.
any three dishes, whether it's prawn, whether it's chicken, pork, or vegetable. I want three more dishes. Just name me. Name me three more dishes.
Prawns with sambal.
Prawns with
Sambal or prawns with tofu.
prawns with sambal, prawns with tofu. Okay.
Yeah, my employer is Chinese, and then she always like also the just fried the egg, sir.
Fried egg. Fried egg with what? Do you put onion?
Yes, sir.
Do you fry the egg with onion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Onion, yes, sir.
Okay, that is called Seramban
Yeah, and
fried egg. You call it
also
Seramban
yeah.
fried egg, the one. Okay. You call it Fuyutan, the one. Okay. One more dish.
Steamed egg also, sir.
Steam egg.
Steam egg. Steam egg just now you already told. I want one more dish. One more dish where you think is special.
And the dessert for morning,
Or dessert. Okay, okay.
like
So
the sweet potato with mung beans and the ginger and a bit of sugar, sir.
okay.
And red beans and in the red rice and the jingo, sir.
I see. Okay.
Also can boil the big red dates and just drink it.
Okay. So what about
The bigger red date,
the big red dates?
seedless.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, with seedless.
So you add the one to make the dessert.
Yes, we just boil the red dates and drink it, sir.
I see. What about jelly? Do you know how to
Yeah.
make? Do you know how to make that jelly? Give me one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because my madam always asks me to cook the jelly, and then
As a
after that
dessert?
when we put inside the ref.
I see. What about coconut?
Yes.
What about coconut? Can you name me one dish where you need to cook? Where you need the coconut to cook?
Use the coconut to cook the chicken curry, sir.
I see. The coconut milk Coconut milk to cook the
Yes, sir.
curry. What about
Chicken
just
curry.
what about cakes? Do you know how to bake cakes?
Yes, sir.
What cakes you know how to make? Cupcakes.
Cupcake.
I
Mostly
see.
cupcakes, sir.
Mostly cupcakes.
Chocolate cake.
Yes, sir. Yeah, chocolate cake. Got the.
You know how to make chocolate cake?
So you know cupcakes, and then you also make it from what? From chocolates, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. What do you want to ask her? You ask her. Quick. Okay. But main thing is can you learn, let's say if somebody willing to teach you other dishes, like some, maybe, some special Chinese dishes, are you prepared to learn?
Yes, sir.
You can, Okay, let's say I have got some friends who is coming for dinner. I have got, let's say, 5 of them coming. Do you know how to cook for 5 person? How much of rice, how much of vegetable that you're going to cook for 5 person? Do you know how to estimate?
Can you estimate?
Can you estimate for 5
rice.
person?
For the rice, sir. Rice is the 5 cups. If it's small cup, then maybe 6 cups like that
6 cup
of
of
rice.
Depend the cup if small or
Oh, I see. Maybe the cup is small. Okay.
The fish is 3. If bigger the fish, then can the 3 pieces can steam fish or fried fish.
Okay, the family you're working for got 5 person. So for the 5 person, when you cook, do you know how to estimate? Or do you always cook a lot and then they cannot finish? Do you know how to estimate?
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
how much to cook, how much of rice, how much of veggie. You cannot cook too much. You cook too much, then it will be a waste. People don't like to waste. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
So you must know how
Yes,
to
sir.
estimate. So when in the family of 5, do you do the cooking most of the time? Were you the one, or you are cooking? Your mom also is also doing the cooking. You help your mom.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sometimes we cook together with the mother of my madam.
So
So
do
I
they?
learn with her all the veggie, how to cook.
I see. Do they have any guests coming? Let's say their friends coming for dinner. Do they have?
Yeah. Always, sir.
Oh, they always have friends. So when they come, do the mom ask you to help in the cooking, or the mom ask you to go and cook by yourself?
My mom always ask me. We always helping her to cook, ma'am. To cook, sir.
Okay. So the main thing
But
is.
sometimes if they don't have time, then they ask me to cook. They ask me to cook, sir.
Okay.
For them.
Normally, let's say they got guests coming. Normally how many of them? How many of them come to the house? 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes got three person, 4 to 10 like that, sir.
4 to 10. You mean
special? Yeah.
I see. So have you cooked anything that is for 10 person?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see.
If there are a lot of person to come, then we cook with my madam.
So you will help, and then you should know for 10 person how much to cook. Do you know? For 10 person how much of rice and the soup how much to cook?
Yes, sir.
You will know, You know
Yes,
how to
sir.
estimate,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any question to ask me?
Don't have, sir.
Okay, so as far as this employer is concerned, he is looking for somebody who can cook, and of course, they will also teach you. But I think you already know many dishes which I myself don't know actually, because you are able to know some of the Chinese like lam yi, fu yi, ginkgo,
Yes, sir.
But
Thank you.
but do
Yes,
you
sir.
do you like to eat Chinese food?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Can.
Do you know how to
Yes,
cook
sir.
adobo? Do you know how to cook adobo? Philippine food.
At the bowl.
Yeah.
The steamboat.
No, adobo. Adobo, licen.
She knows steamboat.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know how to do steamboat?
Yes, sir. Steamboat.
Steamboat with what soup? Is it herbal soup or tom yum soup?
Tom yum soup or the steamboat. We tried before to cook the steamboat.
Okay.
The steamboat to
No, steamboat you must have the
Yeah.
soup.
Cut, yeah,
Is it tom yum soup?
the veggies. Yeah, tom yum soup, sir.
Oh, I see.
Oh, with the tom yum soup.
I see.
Steamboat with the
Okay.
tom yum soup.
What about mushroom? Mushroom. What dish you can cook with the mushroom? The black mushroom. Can you name me 2 dishes?
With the chicken.
Oh, chicken or steamed
With the
chicken with
chicken.
mushroom, right?
Or the yeah, mushroom also can add in the veggie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The fresh mushroom, but the dried mushroom is we add in the soup.
Oh, what about the fresh mushroom? Do you use fresh mushroom to cook with the tom yum?
Yeah, the fresh mushroom, the long mushroom, the white color.
Oh, I see. Okay. That one is a straw mushroom actually. You cook with the tom yum, the white color, the long one, right?
No, there's
That's
raw one she's talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. That is the fresh straw mushroom. Okay.
Yeah.
What else you want to ask me?
You know how to roast pork or not? You know how to use the oven? Roast chicken, roast pork. Have you tried before? Have you tried?
No, cause the roasted pork, my madam always buy that one. So
Fry.
We can use the oven to roast. Yes,
Oh.
sir. Fried only.
Oh, they use to fry, not roast.
Fried.
Yeah, fry is always easier. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
roasted pork we fry with the long beans can also,
Oh, I see. Okay.
or French beans.
No, what I mean is that, do you know how to roast a chicken? Does the employer house got an oven? Do they have an oven?
Yeah, can. Or
Do-
roast in the fire. Or
Oh.
use the boiled water to roast the chicken.
Oh, that is the
Steam.
that is steamed chicken. No, you actually you use the you boil the chicken, then you steam the chicken, isn't it?
Steamed chicken.
That is steamed chicken. What I mean is the roast chicken. Do you
That-
know how to roast the chicken in the oven?
We didn't try that one, sir.
Oh, so okay, maybe your house there no oven, but if you got the oven, then they will teach you how to roast the chicken, and probably,
Marinate the chicken and put
marinate the
in the
chicken.
oven. Do you try before?
Yeah. Marinate the chicken and put in the oven.
That one is a roasted chicken.
That is a roasted chicken. So you know how to roast? So you know,
Yes, sir.
Okay. But main thing is you must be prepared to learn also, Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what about, let's say if the employer is busy, maybe friends coming, they ask you to work on a rest day, but they will pay you. Are you prepared for that? Can you
Yes,
do?
sir.
To work on your off days?
Can.
What about the handphone? The handphone you are strictly not allowed to use during working hours. Can you agree to that?
Yeah.
Of course you can
Yes,
call.
Sir, 'cause, if working hours, not use the phone.
Yeah, you cannot use the phone during work hours. After working hours, you can
Yes.
okay, contact your family, but don't use it for too long. You must have enough of sleep. Is that okay?
Yes.
Are you okay
Yes,
to
sir.
be alone in the house?
And very important, the phone is a very important issue here. First
Yeah.
is that you are strictly, I'm telling strictly, not allowed to use the handphone during working hours, especially when you are doing cooking. One hand you be doing the cooking, and the other
Yes.
hand handphone. That we don't allow. Can you agree to it?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes.
and the other thing is, if you are asked to work on your off days, can you do it? Can you help the employer?
Yes, sir.
But of course, when you are tired, you can rest. You can have your off days. The day that you work on your off day, the employer will pay you as according to the contract. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this employer always go outstation or go overseas. You will be alone in the house. Are you afraid to be alone in the house?
No, sir, because my employer also always go overseas when we stay at the
I see.
house alone.
So got no problem,
House job there.
I see. The employer will sometimes give you instructions. Can you obey the rules and the regulations and the instructions of the employer?
Yes, sir.
You you must actually obey the rules and regulations. You are not. If the employer says that you are not allowed to go out of the house, I think you just obey the rules and regulations. Is that okay?
Yes.
But if the employer really trusts you, of course, no problem. Because when you come here new, the place is different. It's not. Last time you were working where in KL? Where was the place?
Bangsar, sir.
I see. This place is not. This place is not in Bangsa. It's another place. You might not know the place, but build up the trust with the employer. This is a very nice and good employer. Can you build up the trust? Can you build up the trust so that people can trust you?
Yes, sir. Trusted is an important, sir.
Yes, yes, that is very important. So, are you honest?
Sir?
Are you the honest type?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I am the employer here, what would you tell me so that I will select you? Can you tell me something so that I will select you?
Sir, I'm a good
Yes.
work helper. We are working harder, honest, obey the rule, obedience, and what do you call
Responsible?
obedient? Yeah, responsible helper.
Yes. So these are very important things. You must remember.
Patient.
Yes.
Patient also.
Yeah, patient. That's very good. Okay. So you have to be trustworthy. You have to work hard, responsible, patient, and listen to the instruction of the employers. Can you agree to that?
Yes, mostly honesty.
Yes, you have to be honest. Let's say you find something where it doesn't belong to you, you give back to the employer. So there is trust. And if the employer tells you, you cannot go out of the house when I'm not in the house, you have to obey the instruction. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Because the house also got camera. So you have to build up the trust. You have to make sure that you look after the house. If the employer is not there, can you assure me that you will actually, look after the house? Make sure that you are in the house. Can you assure me that?
Yes, sir.
You can,
Yes, because before in Bangsa, so the camera is 16 or got high camera. I know
Yes.
We didn't go out.
Okay.
My employer is not at home.
Okay, the camera is one thing, but you is the most important thing.
Yes,
You
sir.
have to be trustworthy. That's a very important thing. Because the employer
Yes,
also sometimes is not in the house, so they want somebody who can be trusted. So can you promise me
Yeah,
that
yes, sir.
can you promise me that you will be you are somebody that can be trusted? Can you
Yes,
promise
sir.
me? Can
Trusted is
okay Now
Yeah, I
what?
promise, sir.
Oh,
Because trusting is very important to the one person.
yes. Then what about the household work? Like for instance, the vacuum cleaners, washing machine, all this.
Yeah, vacuum cleaner, washing machine, washing clothes, or ironing clothes, or wiping
House.
the windows.
So you have to do.
See to it.
Yes. So
You must clean the house every day. Toilet, cleaning the toilet also.
and you must also do up the room. And what about breakfast? Breakfast. Let's say the employer wants you to prepare breakfast. Do you know how to prepare the breakfast? Do you know how to prepare noodles? Okay, come to noodles. Do you know how to make any noodles? Noodle soup, fried noodle?
Yeah, noodle soup, fried noodles, or porridge in the. Because my employers always eat porridge for the
Breakfast.
breakfast or the dessert. Also, always in the morning.
Do you know how to make half-boiled eggs?
Boiled eggs, yes.
Half-boiled eggs.
Roti.
Okay. The roti, the bread. You have the kaya. You have the cheese. You have the butter. What about the egg? Do you know how to boil the egg?
Yes, sir. Boil the egg and then
Make sandwich.
boil the egg with the roti or fry the eggs. Because my madam always want to eat the fried egg with the roti, sir.
What about pancit?
Then we put the butter.
What about pancit?
Butter.
Okay, what about pancit? Do you know how to fry the pancit? Fry noodles?
Yes, sir.
Fry bihun.
What type of pancit you know how to fry?
Fry with mushrooms.
Okay.
With with carrots also.
What about kway teow? Do you know how to fry kway teow? Do you know what is kway teow?
Yeah, the quick Yeah, I know the quick the noodles like that, the quick yaw.
Kway teow.
Okay, the white in color one, the kway teow. You know how to fry? Do you know how to fry the mee? Fry mee, fry kway teow, fry bihun. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how to make soup?
Sir.
Soup, mee soup, kway teow soup,
Soup noodles.
or mee curry. Do you know how to make mee curry?
Curry mee.
Curry mee?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how to make asam laksa? Do you know how to
Curry mee. The curry mee.
Yes.
The mee bihon.
Mee bihun, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
But
Yes, sir.
do you know what is asam laksa?
Asam laksa.
The sour pancit. The soup is sour. The soup is sour. You have the cucumber. You have the mint leaves. Then you make the sour soup. You put in the special noodles. Do you know how to make? They call it asam laksa. Have you tried before?
Sorry, sir, but we never.
You never make before. Okay, never mind. Some people don't like to eat. I know that because it's sour. But some people likes to eat. But they can always teach you. So for breakfast, you will know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now to look after children. So you have experience look after children. What about looking after old people?
Yes.
Can you look after old people?
Yeah,
Can.
yes, sir. But sometimes the grandmother of my madam is sometimes they bring at their house, then we take care of her also.
I see.
The
So
80 years old, the grandmother.
I see. So the main thing is the looking after the house. You do all the cookings, and you have to make sure that if the employer is not around, you will be in the house. Look after the house.
Yes.
Make sure nobody, no strangers come into the house. If
Yeah.
if I get you this employer, can you work for him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can. Yeah.
Are you prepared to do all the cookings?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any friends or relatives in Malaysia?
Don't have, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any question to ask me?
Don't have, sir.
Okay. So I think you did very well actually, especially on your cooking. Looks like you know quite a lot of dishes. Some of it
Yes.
I think Chinese likes to eat, like for instance the yam pork, and the steamed fish, all this. The Chinese would like, but main thing is you still need to learn. You still need to learn. Is that okay? If somebody teach you, you still need to learn. Can you learn?
Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing to learn.
You're willing to learn, maybe
Learn
teach you
it,
even how to bake cakes, the special
Yes,
dessert. So so I will actually give this videotape to the employer, so that he will select
Yes,
you.
sir.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, sir. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much.